I'm keeping it simple for the first story. It'll just be part of the reason why I joined the U.S. Army Reserve. Goes back to my junior year in high school. I decided to do some volunteer work for one of my former teachers, who I really enjoyed. She was an excellent history teacher, and she put on a yearly Veterans Day breakfast to honor those who served in the U.S. Armed Forces. At this breakfast, she decided that all of the students who volunteered would go and sit down with someone who served in the armed forces and just talk to them about their experiences, about what it was like in the military. And I sat down with a kindly older gentleman who had served in the U.S. Navy. And we talked and we talked. I kind of admitted that I didn't really know what I wanted to do for sure, and he's like, maybe you should consider joining the military. After all, it allows you to get some life experience, see what's out there in the world, and help figure yourself out. Well, I listened to that and took that in conjunction with some of the other things going on in my life and decided that, yeah, maybe I should look into joining the military. And then I went and did it. As for the other reasons, most of them are personal, but when I was a teenager, I was in love with the idea of being a spy. I figured that I would just work my ass off and become the next Jack Ryan from those terrible, terrible Tom Clancy novels. Well, they weren't terrible, but by the end, they weren't exactly good either. I digress. I wanted to be an international man of mystery. All that super secret bullshit type jazz. And I asked my dad, how do you become someone who works for the CIA? And he told me flat out, easiest way in is to go through the military and then also get a college degree. You combine both of those two nice little facets, and you are a prime candidate to work at the Central Intelligence Agency. Bearing in mind that my dad was a computer programmer and is now a manager of computer programmers, I didn't really think to ask how he knew that, but evidently he knows a couple people who know a couple other people, and had heard through the grapevine that that's probably the easiest way into the CIA. End result, I exit high school, going full tilt towards the military, and pursuing a dream of becoming something that does not actually exist in this world.